Trafford Stadium in Athens. A top 10 showdown takes center stage here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Georgia Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Coach Venables told me before the game, this conference matchup between two teams that do not like each other very much is a great way to get things started here in the conference. I'll keep you posted on the energy and atmosphere at the half. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Catch in the middle. It's Frazier. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And that's why quarterbacks take their offensive lines out for all-you-can-eat wings. Clean pocket, able to step up, scan the entire field, and pick the open receiver.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. Working that wide receiver screen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll move the tight end. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Under fire. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. He's looking downfield to throw. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. Gets it away. It's a laser and maybe no chance for a return. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. The Sooners offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And finding space to throw the football against this secondary will be a challenge. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense.
And man, I can't wait to watch this chess match today. This defense, they are so buttoned up, man. They are dialed in. They know exactly who they are. They can run zone. They can run man. They can stop the run. Like, they make things really hard for quarterbacks, Jesse. And this quarterback on the other side, he's pretty dang good. So I'm excited to see this matchup.
He's really good. He just has to be keyed in on timing. The ball has to come out on time. You can't stare things down against this defense because they're going to make you pay, and they try to make you see ghosts. I think one of the really good things about this defense is that they do a nice job disguising their coverages and changing the picture pre-snap to post-snap. So we know this quarterback physically, obviously, one of the most talented in the country, but mentally today, he has got to be sharp.
3rd and short, they've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Quickly out to the tight end. Out across the 20, they'll mark him out of bounds right at the 21-yard line.
You know, as a receiver, it's so critical and important to know where the sticks are. He was able to modify his route so he knew as soon as he caught it, he was just going to have enough to keep this drive alive.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Sategna. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Running inside. It's Sategna. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul against Michigan defense.
Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it costs the defense a 1st down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Under fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit, and I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. Snagged out of the air. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And his throw is incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Off play action. Caught in the backfield. It's Harris. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. It's been a defensive battle through the 1st period, and the stats tell that tale. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the 2nd quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Fires to the wideout. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And the Sooners line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. To the air on 1st down. Got it. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He's got the tight end. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires on the move. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
Gonna field this one in tight quarters. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Oklahoma sends the offense out, ready to go on the attack. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. A designed run for the quarterback. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Pressure coming. They got him. Great pressure on this defense.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions, but sees zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
The Sooners will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. They're working that left side. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do, dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers now.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Stockton. He'll throw it. Finds his tight end. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. The Bulldogs will use their 1st timeout. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the 1st. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. Stopped just inside the 25, will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. And that's exactly where their quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing the football to a bunch of different people in the defense right now. They have no...
Maybe some room. Got some room headed to the goal line. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Dogs!
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ballgame. That was a late game situation, nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the finisher came on a terrific 24-yard run to the house. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Lets it fly. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. He's got it. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. On third down, he drops to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Nice move there. They make the stop, but he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Dooley Field inside Sanford Stadium.
Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that and start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He'll pull it down. First down and more. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. They'll run the screen.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. To the air, it's Mateer. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. Turning on the Jets. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
And I don't know as a defense on 3rd down how you let that guy be wide open. You can let the tight end be wide open, maybe a running back leaks out. You're not letting one of the best wide receivers in all of college football be that scot-free. That was just way too easy for the offense.
Makes a connection. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime they were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Here's the give off the left side. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown Sooners!
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So an 82-yard drive there, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Grabbed in the middle. It's Humphries. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Pulls it on the option. Finding some room. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip and tuck affair. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
So now it's second and long. Now the play fake. Rushes on him. Makes the grab. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
I just love the job this offensive line is doing in this game, communicating pre-snap. They know where the pass rush is coming from, and they're working their single and double teams and not giving up any ground. Just look how clean that pocket was for the quarterback to throw from.
Pushes ahead for one. It's second and 9.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
To the air, it's Stockton. It's complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back him off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding him? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
On third down, here's Frazier. They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Quick release by the QB. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Well, they don't pick up the first down there, but in this 2-minute situation, they need their quarterback to be decisive, to be accurate, and make really good decisions. And we'll see what he's able to do as they inch closer and closer towards the goal line.
The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Oh, they're after him. Tight end finds a soft spot. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Can't hang on, is incomplete. I think he was bracing for the hit and didn't hang on to the football.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The play action fake. Makes the catch.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
3rd down, red zone play, crowd alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Complete downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. It's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. They'll run play action. Lets it fly. And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they've got it locked up in the final minute after the touchdown and extra point. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Four quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football and finding out which of these two teams is the most mature, who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
Headed into overtime right now. We might be headed for a change in weather. Here's Holly.
Hey guys, one thing to be aware of, it has been raining throughout the course of this game, but now as we enter overtime, it is really starting to fall. This could have an impact on play calling and ball security as we enter this crucial stretch. Back to you.
These teams have to prepare for any kind of weather, Holly. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Pulls it and fires to the left. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
At this point of the game, you just got to wonder if the defense is getting tired. Here in OT, they just don't seem to have the punch up front that like they had earlier in the game, and they're just playing on their heels.
Here comes 1st and goal as they try to strike here in overtime. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Now he's going to break the pocket. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior linebacker who's been shaken up. Holly Rowe will give us an update on his condition. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
So they'll send out the field goal team to try to take the lead here in overtime. Needed to stay alive, and it's good. first possession of overtime, and now the defense will have to stand tall. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Paul. We're like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Pulls it in. It's Sategna. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line. On third down, here's Robinson. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop it 4 yards short of the marker.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
This game will come down to this, a field goal try to save them. Timeout called by the defense as they want to make sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And got it! And that's going to tie it up. One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the second OT. They'll run out of the gun. Here's Xavier Robinson. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Now improvising. Turning it on. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. He did it! The fumble return for the walk-off win!
You got to be Johnny on the spot sometime. How about that? The guy fumbles the ball, but his teammate was very aware. He was able to scoop it up himself, take it in for a touchdown. Guys, they may want to put that play in their game plan next week.
Second overtime, and they'll have to go for 2. Here's the snap, looking to throw. They can't convert, and the lead remains at 6, and now they'll have to go on defense. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fires to the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Working that left side. Touchdown Bulldogs! And they answer the bell and responded with a score of their own. The big tight end, always able to make the defense pay.
And tight ends have evolved so much in football. I mean, these guys are like wide receivers now, and you see why. Got the athletic ability, the big bodies, throw to them, and they make big plays for them.
Have to go for 2, starting in double overtime, and this one would win the game. Trying play action. They do not convert, and we are still tied, headed for triple overtime. So here we go, dueling two-point conversions from this point forward. Looking for a man, it's Stockton. They can't get it done on the two, and now they'll rely on the defense. They got the stop, now to win it with a two. Here's Robinson. They can't get it in. Neither team can get the two, and we'll play another overtime. Let's do it again, guys, shall we? And we'll see just how far down the play sheet they have to go for this two-point try. He's looking to pass. Tremendous execution to get the two, and now they turn up the heat. So now they'll need to answer to keep this game alive. Snaps it in the shotgun. Here's the pressure. They can't convert. A great stop by the defense and a game-winning one here in overtime. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, and that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Coleman.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.